We've used a multitude of different aerators over the years, and we were sort of drawn to the stand-on rider version because it makes it much easier. It's a hard job for a guy to go out every day and do a number of stops with an aerator. So while speaking to Taylor over there at JD Power, I asked him about what he thought of this, and I had looked into some of the other units, some of the competitors out there. What I liked about this unit in particular was the fact that after talking to a friend of mine who bought a competitor's version, the chain issue. Worst thing you can do is go out on a job with a guy that's not a mechanic and all of a sudden he has a piece of equipment that breaks down and he doesn't know why. In their case, it was a chain that just fell off because they had to manually tighten the chain up themselves. This unit doesn't do that, so you can have this thing automatically tighten itself. It works out well. We can take one man out there, on a larger piece of property. His productivity is increased fivefold just because of the fact that he's not walking behind. He doesn't get tired. He can get out there and knock out, larger pieces of property for, certainly a greater profitability. And it almost makes aeration profitable again. That's what I would like to say about it. It makes it easier to do. When you have those labor-intensive things in our industry, mowing, that type of thing, this is one of those issues where, if you've got a piece of equipment that actually does most of the work for you, and all the guys doing it stand-on driving it, this piece of equipment makes that a lot simpler for us. And the offset the cost, I think, if you factor in the lost time with breakdowns, the number of stops you don't make because of a guy getting tired or whatever, this eliminates all those problems. Actually, where the tines are dropped down on this one as opposed to some of the other units, there's one out there that's got foot-driven type. I think that's not a great idea. The guy moves around, he's on a hill or something, a couple of bumps, he steps down or off of it. You can lose that time, either coming up or going down on you at the wrong time. This is on a thumb-driven switch. It's a lot simpler in that respect. You can adjust the amount of pressure with the unit. That's a perfect tool for the guy that goes out on the lawn that may be a little drier than the one he was on a little bit ago. He can get that depth, with the cores. That's a perfect tool for the unit. It's not a hard unit to learn how to use as opposed to the other ones. It's a pretty simple unit to learn. The guy goes out, if he can run a rider mower or stand-on mower, he can run this piece of equipment. The only thing he has to know now is where to drop the tines and where not to drop the tines. It's pretty simple in that respect. If I'm going to have to aerate lawns as part of my regular program, which is kind of standard in our industry, I'm going to eliminate most of the walk-behind units, and hopefully, maybe even they'll make a smaller unit in some respects, and that'll be even better. You'll never at any point need another walk-behind.